Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dragon Talk. I was about to say D&D News, and I got so... Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. We're professionals.
We're a live show now with a studio audience.
That's right. I'm glad you took that note, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan.
That's how what
Thanks,
good
Colin.
creative folks do.
Thanks, studio audience.
Thank you, Shelley.
Thank you, Tito.
I can't keep letting Shelly down.
I understand
See?
that. So
Good for something.
we're already off to a banging start. I am Greg Tito. Hi, how are you? We're joined by Shelley.
Hi, how are you?
We have another person here.
Oh my goodness.
Lolth, Queen of Spiders.
We
Oh,
do.
you were such a butt. I knew you were going to do that.
And Baby Lull.
And Baby Lolth.
Baby love.
And then, of course, we have Tia Simfrey is what I'm going to say. I don't know why.
Tia Simfrey, Tia Zimmer, that's fine. The Simfrey thing is new, and I change my name like every 3 weeks.
Oh, nice.
It was very confusing for all of the folks who didn't follow you already on the Twitter who were like, what is her name? How do we credit her correctly?
So how do we?
Tia Zimmer is the Earth handle. Toril, that's fine. Lady Simfrey, I guess, is the D&D handle.
Okay. Let's go with Lady Simfrey.
Also known as Role Players TV on the Twitters.
The Twitters.
That's a new change as well.
Yeah, because I have rebranded from my old name to something more inclusive as a group, following the steps of D&D and Encounter Roleplay and a bunch of other cool shows.
I like that. And you're here in Seattle. You're
Yes.
visiting, right?
From where?
From Las Vegas, but I used to live in Vancouver, so I was just a hop, skip, and a jump over the border, and it feels like home being here. Like, same air, same foliage.
Yeah.
It's just nice.
Trees, water.
That is nice.
Trees and water.
Trees and water. You don't get a lot of that in Vegas.
No, a lot of palm trees and dust and alcohol.
You don't get
Lots of that.
You get a lot of that
A
here.
lot of boogers too. Like that's the
What?
defining feature of Las Vegas for me was walking out and being like, oh gosh, I have to constantly be getting it out of my
Actually,
nose.
anyone who's not from there gets really bad allergies, I find, in like the first few months that they're there. So many boogers.
Yeah, it's gross. Also dry, so that everything it's like
Crusty boogers.
Yeah, exactly. to be technical about it,
They're easier to clean.
that's what my pediatrician calls them.
Crusties.
Crusties.
You still have a pediatrician, Tito?
I do. I really like my pediatrician. His name was Greg as well, and I've been going to him for 75 years.
Do you also call him T-Dog, or is that just an us thing?
Dr. T-Dog.
Dr. T-Dog.
No, his name was actually Greg, which is my pediatrician when I was a kid was also named Greg, and it blew my mind that someone like a doctor and
Like
an
an
adult could have the same name as me. It was like, I didn't understand it.
I don't think I ever knew my pediatrician's real name.
Dr. Kundrat, his name
Dr.
was.
Green.
Dr. Green.
He was like 107.
I just had one family doctor all the way through, Dr. Shu.
Oh, just like Liz Shue.
Yeah. Liz Shue is your doctor. See, this is how rumors get started. Like Kesha being my daughter.
That's not even a rumor though. That's completely true.
That is totally true. I should say that's how news comes out. Liz Shue was a pediatrician.
In Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas.
Vancouver.
Did you grow up in? No, you grew up in Vancouver.
Yeah, I grew up in Vancouver, Texide Island, super small place.
But in the Pacific Northwest. It's good stuff.
Very nice.
Yeah.
West
We
Coast, West Coast.
so this is not your real interview though, even though we're already kind of grilling you with questions. We wanted to just have you be here and
I was a
enjoy
little
the
confused
hilarity.
because the email said 1 o'clock, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna sleep until like noon. Great, awesome!" And all of a sudden, this was like, "Oh, come at 11:30." I'm like, "Okay, let's go."
Well, you were here. It made sense to want to get you involved in and we've
I'm
done that
really,
with some
really
guests.
thankful as well because dream come true, being able to sit here and harass you both in person
what
instead of
was
Twitch
that
chat.
all about? What's this like goal thing and the stream thing? and
Okay, I set a goal in 2019 to appear on some sort of official D&D Twitch thing because as a Twitch streamer, it makes sense to set goals for Twitch and D&D, and I thought set something crazy high, set something that'll be impossible to achieve within the year, and that way if you fall a little short, then reach for the
Right.
stars, right? And next thing I know, I get an email from you guys going, "Hey, want to come on the show?" I'm like, well, I got like 8 more months now, 9 more months.
So you didn't reach that like super high thing you wanted.
No, sitting
you
with
got,
you guys is
you
the
got
worst.
Dragon Talk.
It's close enough.
That's fine. We'll take it.
That makes sense.
Dragon Talk, making dreams come true.
All over
you
the
can
place.
clip that and
We
The more
will.
you know. It'll be like one of those gifts with the rainbows.
Yeah.
Dreams come true on Dragon Talk.
That's-
I think it's true. Yeah. So yeah, this is where we do our intros and have fun getting ready to go for the podcast.
Right.
How's everybody doing on the thing? I see Devin Rue is in the chat.
No way.
Which is awesome. Devin, I got your sextant and your compass and stuff all today, which looks awesome. I can't wait to put them. Actually, I'm going to use them for props for my Monday night game.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I love her maps so much.
I do too.
She's amazing.
I drool all over
amazing.
them.
Oh, they're so gorgeous. And her new compass that she came out with is really cool too. I love that.
Is that what you
Devin
got?
mods
I got
in
a
my chat.
compass.
She's actually one of my sponsors.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. She gives us discounts on her map classes on Patreon and stuff like that.
What?
She's really cool.
Devin, we love you.
Good stuff all around.
Good birthday.
Good
birthday. Good day.
That was a good birthday.
I think Battle of the Birthdays should really be a thing just every year.
But I don't want to battle.
Battle of Love.
I just
Battle
want,
of
I mean, unless it's like Devin and I taking on the rest of the people who are not born on February 1st. I
That
can do
could
that.
also
I don't want to
work,
battle her.
actually.
I just want to be like, it's our birthday, and we're going to talk about D&D.
That's what you do on your birthday.
That's what we do.
Just like you've done for the past 27 years
Right.
on your
all,
birthday.
all of my birthdays.
All of your birthdays. Yeah, exactly. All 27 of
Yep.
them.
Very young. Very young. Just look old, but I am very young.
Speaking of looking young, we have these amazing. What do you call it? What's
They're
the
crochet.
crochet? I was
Yeah.
gonna say macrame. And I'm like, I know that's not right.
Macrame is a cool word to say, though.
It
It's
is.
just fun macrame.
Macrame.
Good pet name.
Yeah.
Macrame, come here.
So you guys took these out of the cases just for me. I love
We
you so
did.
much.
It was actually Pelham. Pelham did it. So
Oh,
shout
you
out
were
to
the
Pelham.
greatest.
Hello.
And shout out to Mataz for making
Yep.
these amazing loths. We have the large loth here on the videos
Whoa.
with the red staff, which is,
I mean, it's amazing.
quite terrifying. And then we have baby loth here.
She
too,
actually sits on my desk.
as she should, with her silver bustier.
Yep.
Very
And her
comfortable.
little red eyes. Oh, she's so cute.
I love it.
I love baby dolls.
So I want to ask you all the questions,
we
but now I'm
can't.
going to
No,
save
no,
you
no.
for why you like the loth so much.
know,
But
don't.
there's a reason why there's loth everywhere and demons
In this book.
and the book and the
Oh, this
Menzo Baranzan.
This is on sale right now for $14 soft cover. Yeah,
That's a lot of content for $14.
There's a lot of content, and everybody say it's 4th edition. Oh, we're in 5th edition. All the information still holds up. Please go and buy it.
That's true. Well, that's one of the great things about 5th edition and other D&D editions as well. But like that, you can fit in largely any kind of content from other sources that you totally can.
Oh yeah.
And there was a wealth of great. I mean, like I love all the dark stuff, Dark Sun stuff that was created in 4th edition. And
Dark Sun. I forgot all about Dark Sun.
Yeah.
That is out there still.
I mostly like it because of the halflings being, cannibals, and I just like that
You
idea.
gotta do what you gotta do.
It's like the opposite of the old Hobbit, fantasy of like, oh, they're just they like food and smoking
like
pipes
food.
and blah blah blah. They like food. They like your
Fleshy
face.
Kender vampire, halfling vampires
Yeah.
also out there in Ravenloft.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Maybe
Little
Dark Sun's not
jerks.
like really fantasy for you living in Nevada. Because I always kind of pictured
Yeah.
Dark Sun like
Yeah.
Nevada.
No, that's pretty accurate
Yeah.
actually.
A lot of cannibal halflings just
Right.
like wandering
Wandering
around the
around.
desert
It
wastes.
depends on what time you're walking around in Las Vegas actually.
You never know.
There's lots of bachelor parties going on at all times. In fact, well, maybe I'm just saying that because that's the last time I was in Las Vegas was
For a bachelor
for a
party?
bachelor party.
We need to do some more D&D stuff in Las Vegas.
That's right.
There's just not enough out there. There's lots of scattered different groups, and I want to coalesce them all into one big D&D happy family.
You could do a streaming event there. You could have a D&D residency. I think Britney Spears just ended hers.
I mean, the entire city is based around gaming.
Yeah.
It makes total sense.
And fantasy.
Dice.
And
And dice. There's dice
There's
everywhere.
so much dice.
So much
Exactly.
dice.
I know, right? I bet there's a large community of people who are dealers and other things like that. The support staff that play and enjoy it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Showgirls,
We shall say yes.
magicians,
Magicians.
Cirque du Soleil performers.
Oh, all the Cirque du Soleil performers. I
They're
know.
pretty great.
Yeah.
So do you live in Las Vegas?
Yep.
Do you ever just take advantage of like, I'm going to go have a buffet for dinner tonight? Do you ever just like,
all the time.
Really?
Absolutely.
you still like take advantage of like the shows
It's
and the food?
so
and-
inexpensive because, food isn't what Las Vegas is trying to sell. Food is what's trying to get you in the door first. And then they're like, here, have this free drink. have this free drink. Do this.
Okay.
Yeah. 24-hour sushi. I want sushi at 4 o'clock in the morning. Got it. No problem. Great. Want to get my nails done? 5 a.m. Something's open. No problem.
Seriously?
Yeah, it is. I thought Las Vegas would kind of be the death of me because I am definitely a nighttime person, and anytime there's something open
Sounds
at night,
like a
I just
good
go
place
and do
for
it.
you.
Exactly, but it actually helped me get my schedule pretty on track because everything's just open.
I thought New York was a city that never sleeps, but it's really.
I want to go to New York so badly. It is on the list. As a Canadian, I think there's certain cities that you just have to visit, or
Right.
states like Texas,
Boise.
New York. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Right.
Montana is on the list as well. I forget what show I was watching, but someone said that, and then the clerk was like, "I believe it's pronounced Butte," and the woman's like, "Really?" She was like surprised. She's like, "I think it's butt."
No, I'm going to show you how it's spelled. Speaking of butts, because we always speak about butts on Dragon Talk.
It's true. It's a
Have
big
you
part.
ever asked Alexa if she likes big butts?
And she cannot lie.
She says that.
Yeah,
Have you done that?
I have not done that,
Do
but
it.
I'm sure my kids will at some
Everyone
point.
do it right now.
Oh, Alexa is so much fun. She's coming out with more and more stuff. There's like actual role-playing games you can play with Alexa and stuff like that. We played a really scary one. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll find it. I'll tweet it out later. And don't play it before you're going to bed, is all I'm going to say, because you start out in like this spaceship and like everything's breaking down and you're about to die.
Scaring you?
Alexa scared the pants off of me. Like, it's terrifying.
Oh my God.
I know.
can't imagine
like the
her.
singularity. That's
Yes.
all of that as well. Yeah, no. My daughter started playing. I think there's one called Magic Portal.
Oh, magic door.
Open the magic door,
Yeah,
and I'm
we
like,
play
oh, that's
that.
such a creepy way to open it up. I mean, obviously it's a cool story and all the things that can happen within it. It's basically
It's very
it's like
cool.
a
It's
Zork
like
or a text-based
Always
infocom game.
walk through the magic portals. I mean, look at
Always.
Narnia. That's how all that got started.
Exactly. Nothing goes wrong in Narnia.
No.
Or
Does it?
No, I think it
Spoiler.
does. I think it does. I think that's where the drama comes from. I think. I'm not sure.
Nah.
Well, not 100%. Do you want to
can
record
find Oprah
our
there.
you want to do an actual intro? You want? Are you feeling it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got enough coffee in you?
I know there's something special in those cups. I'm just drinking water, though. I'm being the
Which
It's
responsible.
one?
magic.
I have two
Magic is in the cups.
today.
You do have two cups.
Bill.
One provided by Pelham, one not provided by Pelham. Which one do you drink?
I'm going to start with this one, and then I'm going to go to that one.
What is your mug say?
Oh, I didn't show you my awesome new mug?
No, what's your awesome new mug?
Oh,
Can't
it's,
see it. Loth's buttons
oh, it's the best.
I saw you post
On
it,
Twitter, yeah.
Here, show it to the camera.
Which one?
The one that's, well, I guess I was pointing at a camera. She's not the worst mom.
I'm 100% confident in that statement.
That's true. You don't have to worry about this number one grandma or any of that stuff.
You know, I don't want to be number one. I just don't want to be the worst.
Not the worst.
That's kind of how I feel about all competition. I just don't want to be the last.
What if you are the last, though?
I don't know if I'll know that.
Well, you can't be the last because then there'll be another competition after that. So you're the first last, and then there's more lasts after that.
That's a
Yeah.
really good way to think about it. Yeah.
Positivity.
Always
That's what
next
I'm all
time.
about.
Last. I'm the first last mom. Fine with that.
And now
Kid
write
gets
that
what
on
he
a mug
gets.
and then just be like, I haven't had my coffee yet. That's why it
Yep.
doesn't make any sense.
Makes sense to me in my heart.
So Dragon Talk is the first last podcast you'll ever listen to.
Making dreams come true.
Making dreams come true.
Was this everything you had hoped? We haven't even gotten to your interview yet. Just wait.
It gets better.
I'm already overwhelmed by the magic that is permeating in this room right now.
That's
It
true.
is- It is
Greg has
everything
gas.
I imagined it would
Is that what
be.
the magic is? That's what's
He calls
permeating?
this
I
gas
knew
magic.
that there was a smell.
There's
I
magic
wasn't
in the
sure.
air today. Oh,
Ooh,
man.
Those beans really make magic happen.
beans.
Oh, my Dragonlance group. We talk about beans a lot. Magic beans.
Can I tell you another
They're a
gross
magical fruit.
Quinn toot story?
Yes, and then we should do our intro.
He got up. He was getting ready in the morning. He comes in the bathroom to go to the bathroom. While I'm in there getting ready, he goes, "Mom, I feel like a log just moved through my pants." What? Did you just poop yourself? He goes, "No, I think it was a toot. It was just really big." And he goes, "I was just laying there and I just felt this log just move through my pants." He goes, "I didn't hear it, but I felt it."
Oh, Man, yes, this is exactly what I wanted for Dragon Talk. Was
Yes, that's
fart
it.
jokes and poop.
We have to.
Nailed
We got to
it.
get it out.
But those are so did Quinn. So did Quinn apparently. But that's like it's so funny having kids at that age because you're like they're having these experiences for the first time, and you're like, yeah, well,
and the way they describe them.
you're like that happened to me in a meeting yesterday,
I
Quinn.
actually know what you mean.
I know exactly what's going through your head. I know it's strange. You're going to have a lot more of these experiences going forward. Please tell me about them so I can share them with hundreds of people.
Yep. That will live on forever. Oh,
I know.
I should have at least changed his name when I started talking about him.
It's too late. It's too late now.
Kesha, my son.
You're channeling Kesha a little bit with your gold chains and everything.
Is
You're
that-
so
am I?
yeah, a little bit. I can see the resemblance now. If I
Right?
squint my eyes, I'm like, oh yeah, I can see Kesha's mom there.
Where did that rumor start?
I started
She
it.
started.
You started your own rumor.
Yeah, it's the best way. Because then they're like rumors that you care to perpetrate.
I think
and
you were
not-
talking about that you liked her music or something like that, or that was Selena Gomez.
Oh, no, that was definitely Selena.
You were just all about pop culture.
I am. I love the pop culture.
So much.
Do not listen to Opera Geek.
The Bachelor's okay.
Me and Kelly, yeah, no, we talk sometimes, so I'll try to
Don't
just
let
tune
her
her out
sway
from now
your
on.
opinion
Sorry,
about
Kelly.
The Bachelor,
I'm sorry.
which has ended now.
Thank
Okay, are
the
you all
maker.
happy?
Thank Lolth that she destroyed that travesty and it won't ever be on American television again. That's
No,
what-
it's
Wait,
coming
it's
back
over
in
for
May.
what?
No,
I was
already?
gonna be like, are you kidding me?
May, it's
I've
the
already seen the
Bachelorette.
pictures of it. I don't even watch that stuff.
they're
Bachelorette.
gonna go
There's already a scandal going around about how one dude on Instagram was flirting with another girl on Instagram. And it's a big thing.
Their hearts are not true sometimes.
Wait, are you saying it's not real?
They're not there for the right reasons.
Please stop.
He's losing it.
And then the Paradise thing is going to start up soon too, right?
After The Bachelor. Yeah, it's
jeez.
What
almost
is
like
Paradise?
Oh, Bachelor in Paradise?
It's the worst version of this whole
It's like as
universe.
bad as Greg thinks The Bachelor is, but it's really that bad.
It's like the trashiest elements of it.
So
like,
trash.
oh, let's put
Yeah.
it in there and just
All
make
the
sure.
gross things about The Bachelor.
Why you actually watch The Bachelor.
If you want to talk terrible shows, Lindsay Lohan's got one on MTV. It's like Lindsay Lohan's
Beach House?
The Beach House. Yeah, I saw an episode of that for the first
Was it
time. the
good?
other
I
day.
haven't seen that
Oh,
one.
it is awful in all.
Like,
it's awful in all
awful
the
in a good
Jersey
way?
Shores ways.
Oh.
Yeah, so
What does she do
Is
on
it the
that?
same old beach house from like the 90s?
Does she like have strangers come
I
live
think
with her,
she's
or-
trying to like. No, they have their own house, and she's like I don't know how
Like
I
the
know this.
RA?
God, I hate you, Stacy. She's like
I love you,
interviewing different
Stacey.
people for like a position, and so it's like a you're fired kind of situation.
Like an
but they're all
apprentice?
yeah, but they're on the beach house and they
But
party
they want to work for her?
Yeah.
And her beach house.
at a club. I think
Oh, okay.
possibly. I've seen like 30 minutes. This was my preparation for talking to you specifically.
Oh, she
Is
did
my phone.
homework.
I
Nobody
did.
ever
Nobody does
preps
homework
to
for
talk
you.
to me. Ever.
Started binging.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well done.
I'm
Well
happy
played.
to
Thank
accommodate.
you. Do you want to like co-host our own podcast?
Yeah, see you later, buddy.
Oh, dang. You guys go bachelor it up. I think you should do that with my wife too. That's what it's because
The Bachelor.
it continues to talk about it. I'm like, oh, I
I know.
don't
We
care.
need to chat. We need
It
to
is.
catch up.
Usually when because we're in the same area when we're hanging out in the evening time, I'm usually playing PC games and she'll watch, some crappy TV, which usually I watch anyway, or like have it on in the background. As soon as there's any Bachelor stuff on, I put me in the zone of
Why?
silence. I can't even hear
Why?
what they're talking about.
If that's on the TV, I'll listen to it because it is interesting. There's people
I don't
arguing.
know, it's like a visceral level to
Accept
me.
it for what it is. It's entertainment.
But it's
it's not real. D&D's not real. It's not real. I mean,
know.
you can immerse yourself.
well, when we talk about all the, and this is where I'm going to lose you, so I'm sorry. But when we talk about all the good that Dungeons and Dragons and role playing can do, it's all for positivity. I don't think what's happening on The Bachelor helps.
You don't believe in
anyone.
love?
It's not love though, and I think it's all about like negative body image and all this stuff that I'm just like I don't want to participate in it. at all.
Negative body image.
It's all about like how they look and what they do and blah 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 and like is it real love? Is
they
it real
go on,
things?
like
But it's-
hikes and horseback
they
riding.
go
and
to
they talk
beautiful
about stuff.
locations.
Oh sure, but it's all
don't
edited
know
in this
why I'm
way
trying
that
to
doesn't
just-
feel. I don't know. I don't like it. I've been on record at saying I don't like it. I understand other people. It's like I understand people enjoy it and they get entertainment out of it, but I don't want my girls watching it, and it's banned forever.
Dragon
What if they
Talk
went
for
on it?
30 minutes, and I'm already pulling the web of Loth, causing,
Seriously,
you guys-
we've
Oh
never.
my God, you are a demon spider! What
Each
happened?
other before.
Lift us up where we belong.
Get these webs away from
Get the we are loth touch. We all have spider webs on our faces right now.
And I'm good. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
You are the chaos, bomb
I hate
right
The
there.
Bachelor too.
Wait, all right, good. We're all aligned. Yay!
Yes. What a dumb show.
I never said it was a dumb show. I thought it was negative and hurts
I did.
people.
It's not dumb though.
No, it's very intelligently crafted in order to make people watch it.
It is what it is.
I know. It is what it is. So, now that we got that all the way, let's record an intro, shall we?
Yep.
For reals?
You guys go nuts.
Yeah. I mean, and we've done this before. Feel free to pop in if you got like a joke or anything like that. We won't necessarily ignore you for being here.
I would. Gosh.
Well, we're not.
How much am I getting paid for this again?
900 pieces of dice.
One mug.
Actually, nothing. But if you guess how many dice are in this, you get to keep all the
I was
dice.
always the worst
Me
at
too.
that.
No spatial awareness. Do you know the answer?
4.
At least 12.
I would be like anywhere from like 6 to 137,000.
All right. Guess what we're doing during the interview? We're going to dump
Do you
that out
actually
and
have
count.
that written down somewhere?
No,
You
no,
really
no.
should.
You really should.
Let's count it out. It'll be fun.
Okay, do your intro. Get to
All
work.
right, let's do it.
That sounded weird.
Terrible.
You just made Pelham throw up in his mouth.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's got a
There was no
banana.
Yeah.
Banana.
Professionals at all times. All right, you are recording? I didn't hear any clicks. Yeah. Okay, good. Ready? Are you going to cry before
Yeah,
with
I
laughter right
started
before?
All right.
Welcome to Dragon Talk, the official Dungeons and Dragons podcast. I'm Greg Tito, and I have
Shelley Mazanople.
to my left, even though you're right in front of
I
me,
was going to say something amazing.
Kesha
didn't.
Superstar.
No, when you said, and I have, I mean, that's kind of an open statement.
I wish I had a D&D disease I could throw out right out there, but
I was going down the disease path.
lycanthropy. How about that? I am a werewolf, and I will be shaving off my beard soon.
I'm
And
Greg Tito, and I have crabs.
you know what I love about that is that you were like, I won't make that joke. That's too crass. And then you're like, 10 seconds later, you're like, nope. Let's go ahead and add this on. We also
There's a tear.
here's an actual real tear coming down.
Tears.
Tia Zimmer is also here in the studio. We will be getting to
She's like,
her amazing interview
out.
after we do our intro in our segment.
Yeah, I'm a crier.
It's okay. I probably will shed some tears before
You
the
will.
night is through.
Oh, you will.
Before the night is through. But Tia, you, as a streamer on the Twitch, playing lots of Dungeons and Dragons as well as video games all over the place.
All things Wizards of the Coast and Neverwinter right now as well. So
Nice.
it's fun. Yes.
What?
So we'll get all picking your brain about that when we do our interview, which is coming up soon. And what else should we talk about? I feel like we covered so much stuff recently, but Ghosts of Saltmarsh is available May 21st
Yes.
everywhere.
Oh, yes.
Not that far away.
Yeah, exactly.
Less than 2 months.
Less than 2 months. I thought you said a half hour. I'm like, a half hour away? That's not
It's
that.
in a half an hour.
Half an hour.
Yep.
You can get to the store.
Yes.
But it'll be available everywhere May 21st. It's got 2 amazing covers, one of which has artwork that I really enjoy with like a kraken in the background and Sahuagin climbing up into a small boat in front of it. And there is also, on top of that, an alternate cover.
Gorgeous.
Similar to Volo's Guide to Monsters or Xanathar's Guide to Everything. It has like a nice soft touch to it, a little metallic feel to it. And that one's of a snarling Sahuagin coming at the viewer, at the book. And it's very scary and amazing. So look for those in your local game store. That's the only place you can get them.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Only in game stores.
That's
That-
the only place you
No
can get
that
online
cover.
ordering.
For the- for that
for the
alternate cover.
Okay. I was like very disappointed for a second.
Yeah, I know, right? You can only buy them
You mean I have to go outside again?
at Bob's store.
No,
It's
not in Nevada.
one store where you can get them. They're amazing. And what's in there? There's a whole bunch of stuff, adventures, seafaring based, mostly in the town of Saltmarsh. There's actually details about the town of Saltmarsh with who lives there and what the situation is, as well
good.
as several adventures. Some of them based on the U series of adventures that came out of the UK TSR office in the early 80s. Others from Dungeon and Dragon magazines over the years to create a campaign that you can do from level 1 to level 12.
There's an adventure in there that you will love.
Oh.
Spiders everywhere.
There were a lot of spiders. That's true. We played that at GaryCon.
Yeah.
Sea spiders?
More lolthy spiders.
All right.
Yeah.
All spiders are wealthy, but okay.
Yeah, but but more definitely in that
Not
vein.
like Navy spider. Now I just pictured them with like
Navy
little Navy
spiders?
caps on.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even
But
think
that's
about
so
that, but now
cute.
I want to write
Now I
monsters because those are in the real world. There are spiders that create like air pockets to have webs underwater.
Those are orb weavers, and they're my favorite spider.
for reals.
Yes.
Do you have any with us to show? Are you going to do like the insect showing like on late night talk shows? You're like,
Oh,
oh yeah,
yeah.
here's my.
Unfortunately, this is a dead magic zone, so my powers will have to remain inside. But after the show, happy to show you.
I salute you staying in world. Thank you for that.
Yep.
Well done.
That was another Navy.
I know, right? The salute there, absolutely. So again, yeah, look for that May 21st. I'm excited about that because anything that involves kind of seafaring and ships is, I don't know, it's in my
gonna be fun.
it's in my blood from being a New Englander, born and
yeah.
bred. So as soon as that kind of came in,
Lobster.
I smelled the sea air.
Yeah, after you guys revealed that on Spoilers and Swag, I was at the edge of my seat and I was, oh, can't wait for this. Finally, more sea stuff, more pirates, because there's not too much out. There's a lot of homebrew stuff, which is always cool. Love homebrew stuff, but like
Yeah.
rules as written, so I can argue about them with my DM and make their lives hell.
Yeah.
Is that your jam? Is that your jam doing?
That's why I'm voting for Liam, because Liam, for the president of D&D Beyond, definitely that's my official vote. There's your celebrity endorsement.
I think you swayed at least 3 votes with that.
Yeah, no. And now everybody is on Sam's ship, but rules are fun. Rules are fun.
I do like the rules, but you also like the seafaring stuff. That's your jam.
Well, I grew up on an island, so yeah, lots of ocean stuff,
yeah.
going underwater, and there's only really dark lakes in the Underdark, so going out and Drizzt Do'Urden and spend a whole lot of time at sea with Dudermont. I know what I'm talking about.
You do.
You do.
Dudermont. Awesome. Well, great. Well, when that comes out May 21st, I want to see all of the D&D play, everywhere, all about that stuff for sure, because it's going to be fun. To supplement that, there are 2 fun things that I want to mention. One is the Falling Star ship from WizKids.
yeah.
That is almost custom made
Have
for
you
this
seen this
adventure.
thing?
No?
Oh, it's so cool.
Oh my God, I forgot to show you that. It's
show
over in
you.
the office. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Amaze.
Yeah.
There's
but
a lot of cool stuff here, though. Holy cow. I don't know how
Have
you
you
guys...
been here before?
No, this is my first time. It's been a long time dream of mine since I was a kid, obviously, but...
God, dreams are coming true.
Dreams
all
are coming
over
true.
the place.
and nightmares.
And nightmares.
But that ship is available now, I believe. A bit pricey. I think it's $250 manufacturer's retail price or whatever that MSRP. What is that?
You can't put a price tag on the hours of entertainment that ship will bring you.
You're a good pitch man.
I
like
ship
that.
it.
Pitch woman.
I ship it.
I ship it. I am in love with the gold dragon figurehead
Oh,
and
it's the best.
the claw. That's a dragon's claw
Yeah.
anchor.
Said I could agree, but you didn't show me, so...
It's like it doesn't exist if you don't see it.
Right?
Dang it. Well, I should have brought that in addition to these Loth spiders out here. But there's that, and then there's also Beetle and Grimm's Pandemonium Warehouse is doing a
Yeah.
Sinister Silver edition of Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
Oh, what?
with
Their stuff is so amazing.
It's going to be so cool. Lots of different bits and bobs, real-world documents, 2 pieces of jewelry from Han Cholo, I believe, are going to be
2?
in there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's
That
going to be
stuff
great.
is
And I believe they will be shipping very close to May 21st, so that's really awesome.
Good.
Speaking of Han Cholo, I wanted to shout out to them because they created a bunch of other new pieces that are available on their store right now. Those of you who are watching can see these on the twitch.tv/D&D where we record these podcasts. But I will describe them to you in audio form. There's a pin, or maybe you guys can do this since you're probably better at describing things than I am.
This is a D20 that is green and awesome, and it has the ampersand on it, and it's inside of a very neat-looking circle. Oh, it looks like a ship's wheel with 2 swords going through it.
Yeah,
That
like
is-
a compass rose almost,
yeah,
right?
That's actually pretty cool.
And which one do
where
you
did
have,
it
Shelley?
go?
I
Oh,
love this
lost
one.
it.
This is a mimic.
It's in,
He's
but it's got a
adorable.
green tongue on it.
He's got a why is that weird?
Well, in the 5th edition monster manual, it's mostly purplish type stuff. That one
Oh.
has a green tint to it, which I like a lot.
Maybe
Copyright
he
2017. What?
ate a green dragon.
That's right. And I have a pin of the Green Devil mask from Tomb of Annihilation.
Oh.
And it is fantastic. And I'm going to be putting this on all my clothes. And then when people touch it, it'll be like, hey, I like that pin. And then they get annihilated. So done and done.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
That fast.
Yeah. That's how you deal with
I'm gonna
strange
wear the
social
mimic
anxiety.
one.
You're like, just touch my pin.
And then someone can
Gone.
touch this, and I can punch him in the face.
Yeah,
Right?
or bite their face off so that the mimic can eat it.
Yeah. This I get to tell people where to go, I guess.
Yeah. That's less fun, I guess.
It depends on where you're
pretty fun,
telling them.
actually.
That's probably true. Yeah, you're going in the wrong direction.
You can go where the sun don't shine, and by that I mean the underdark.
That's what I was gonna say.
Thank you for that qualification. That's awesome. A couple of comic book fun stuff I wanted to tell you about. So the Rick and Morty Omnibus issues 1 through 4
Yay.
is
Yes.
out now. It's in hardcover and softcover. Wait, no,
Nope.
that doesn't work that way.
Swish, swish.
There's a couple. Of,
Swish, swish.
That's a soft cover book.
It's a softcover book. Thank you for that impression. Swish, swish, swish.
You know, you can hear some more of my excellent sound effects on Sirenscape.
Ooh, that's a really
I am
good
lady crying.
woman upset.
Yep.
Bachelor canceled.
Oh, woman who was just rejected by a bachelor. I'll never find love.
And yet she went on to have a wonderfully happy life afterwards. Go back to Rick and Morty,
Right.
which is full of irreverence. There's a GameStop exclusive version which has an adventure that Shelley played in,
Yeah, for Extra Life.
Temple of Glorb.
Or
Glorb.
Glorb.
That was written by Adam
yeah.
Lee. That is awesome. You can only get that in GameStops, and that is a hardcover version. There's also a Barnes & Noble exclusive that has a real cool cover and a poster in the back that is also exclusive to that store. So
Awesome.
check those out if you haven't already. Great way to get all 4 of those amazing mashups between Rick and Morty versus Dungeons & Dragons.
It's good because when you read one, you're going to want the next one right away.
It's right.
They're that good.
Rick and Morty is one of my favorite television shows. In fact,
Really?
all of my alerts on Twitch are Rick and Morty sounds. So when they announced that they were doing
Burps.
Dungeons and Dragons, I do not have any burps because I didn't want too many people that don't understand Rick
Oh,
and Morty
yeah,
to
that's
like
true.
not understand what was going on. But I got like Tiny Rick, Pickle Rick, all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome. And one more comic book thing I want to make sure everyone knows about. D&D A Darkened Wish is out. The first issue of which is out now. It is a new comic series written by B. Dave Walters,
Love him.
friend of the show that
Oh,
we've
he's
had on tons of
amazing.
times. Wonderfully creative dude. And the artwork is by Tess Fowler. And I love the artwork so much in this issue.
That's awesome.
Both amazing people. Both
yes.
just like salty.
we should get them on.
Yes.
Totes.
Jason C. Miller also wants to be on the show, and I'm supposed to tell you that, but I don't think I was supposed to say it while the camera was on.
Oh, well, that's all right, because we want him
Sold
on
out.
too.
We do.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I talked to him about that at GaryCon.
Yeah. I now I'm like, did we not have it? It feels like we have,
No, I
but
don't
maybe
think
we
we
haven't. Oh, well, that's bad on us. We got to make it happen. We'll make it work. We have lots of work to do to get people on this podcast. There's tons. But I'm excited about this entire miniseries. It's got a really interesting conceit to it where there are level 20 super high-powered D&D characters, which we don't usually get to see very often. We almost see like the hero's journey all the time. So it starts off kind of in this vein where they're uber powerful, almost like challenging of gods themselves, and then it goes back to how the group formed and got started, and has
cool.
a juxtaposition between those two, which I find really fascinating, and I can't wait to see how they explore it more. Right? All right.
Yeah, sounds awesome.
First issue is out
Sold.
now. Like
Totally
I said,
enthralled with all of that.
You
Yeah,
had me
absolutely.
at B. Dave Walters and tested.
you're like, that's all I need to know.
I'm surprised
And
that you
D&D.
can get one. Actually, I've seen so many tweets where people are going, "Oh, it's sold out! It's sold out! It's sold
Oh.
out!" So people are just picking that stuff up.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
like
great.
that a lot. So go to your comic book store now if you haven't already, because it's
Yeah.
probably sold out. But it's on Comixology as well. And let's. I want nothing but success for those two, and I
too.
want them to continue to make amazing stories. So that's how you do it.
Okay.
Sell it out.
Selling it out.
All right. Also, I don't know. I was going to talk about the D&D Young Adventurers guides because they're awesome.
Yeah.
But we'll have more information about those. We just had our interview with Jim Zub
Yeah, you can
about
listen to that.
creating
That was a
those
fun
for
interview.
young readers, getting them in on D&D kind of
Yes, I
concepts.
remember watching that. Right. Okay, I was trying to think, like, did I miss something on D&D? What? Okay,
What's
no,
happening?
I watched
Right. Those books are coming out this summer. They've released the first two are. There's going to be Monsters and Creatures and Warriors and Weapons on July 16th from 10 Speed Press. And I'm already pre-ordering them to get them for my kids
Me
because they
too.
are fantastic. It's right up their alley.
Yep. That's going to be great.
It's going to be great. All right.
Love it. Love it.
I think that's all I want to talk about right now. D&D wise, what's happening in Avalon Hill world?
Things I can't talk about.
Like that thing? Oh man, that's such a cool thing. And then that other thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't
You
like
guys
that
are
one
the
as much.
worst. You know that? Just the worst. I'm like, yeah, totally. That thing that I am.
Remember
so
the one I told you about off camera?
Bursting.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, you did.
I didn't actually. That was a bluff
Even
check.
if you did, I signed a waiver, so whatever.
That's right.
No, because if you knew, you would be like, I can't keep it in. I got to tell the world. It's that good. It's that good.
You know what you had to watch out for though?
Pelham.
No, Nathan and
Oh.
Kate when they do spoilers and swag.
I don't tell him anything.
Good. It's important to
I
tell your boss
love-
nothing.
I don't
Tell your
him.
boss
He
nothing.
has no idea what I'm working on.
I always go there trying to see what they're willing to drop because you can tell
Yep.
that they want to,
Oh,
and
they-
just a little piece
that's
of it. And I'm
Nathan's
like, yes,
dream.
keep talking.
He
I
said
love
you
that.
see him like wander around and like look at people's desks like, what's this?
Yeah,
Like, it's
can
either
I-
like something he's going to give away on spoilers and swag or something he's going to talk about.
Right.
So tell him nothing.
So keep
Nothing.
walking around and doing that.
Like
please,
he was
for the rest
like
of us.
at he was at like a game store and he was like, Shelly, did you know like there's this game called Betrayal Legacy? And I was like, yeah, Nathan, that's ours. And he was like, oh, you never told me. Like I was working on that for like 2.5 years.
It's like, how come this never came up in our one-on-one
It's really
meetings?
weird.
Yeah, it's strange.
What,
Okay.
what do you do here anyway? I
Well,
do things.
for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Nathan Stewart is the senior director of Dungeons and Dragons, really, and he has a show with Kate Welch on our Twitch channel on Fridays, usually the first Friday of the month, and it's called Spoilers and Swag for a reason because he gives away stuff and usually spoils all of my communication plans
Right?
and
Keeps
Shelley's.
you on your toes.
I know, right? It's good stuff. So there's going to be a new one coming up. I believe what is it, April 5th? Is that the right date? I think that's April 5th. So
Pelham says yes.
mark your calendars for that.
As a moderator, I can't win any of that stuff, can I?
Sure.
Can you just not moderate
I mean,
that particular?
Aren't you
I've
winning right now?
I've honestly thought about making a ghost account and just going in as both a moderator.
You know what you could also
And
do
then
is just like
ban yourself.
email us, and then you might be able to win some high fives. Yay!
Yay. I'm not gonna leave it. I thought about it for like 2 seconds. I'm like, no, the internet
I
will
don't want
hate
that.
me.
That would have been
I'd
a
rather
whole-
have a T-shirt.
I don't want high fives.
I don't want a high five.
All right. Well, you know what we
You have to
do?
do all 8 legs.
Aw. Well,
8 spider high fives for the win.
8 thumbs up.
All right. Well, let's get to our segment. We are going to throw it to some lore.
you
Should.
no.
Bong, bong, bing, bong, bong, bong. We
This
planned
is
that.
so much more magical in person.
We are recording that today, but we have another lure in the can, so I was going to throw it to that. I always say the wrong thing,
See,
so that's a
Ryan's
good
job.
to check.
Just make sure you said the right
Somebody
thing.
has to keep you two in check because it is just wild in here.
It is.
Last week was. Oh,
You know what? But
Last week was bananas.
no! Don't throw another banana peel.
BANANAS.
Banana.
You also like
We
that.
are
It's
go-
not just Kesha you're a fan of. It's also that. Oh God, no, I'm forgetting her name.
Selena
No
Gomez?
doubt. No doubt, lady.
I don't like her. I don't. I'm not
No
a fan.
doubt.
Gwen Stefani.
That's her name.
I was
That's
trying
her
to
name.
get there.
No.
Oh, I am just not the trivia
Not really
person
a
I used
fan.
to be.
Why don't you like?
Just don't like her music.
Really?
But she likes the Bachelor.
Yeah, because
Wow.
That was a sick
good
burn,
stuff.
Ryan.
Wow.
Dang.
Ooh.
I know.
Who turned on his microphone?
I don't know. He's like he's drunk with coffee power. Oh, I guess
Really?
that's
So people just think we're talking to.
Well, that's just
voices?
great.
Just goes to your headphones.
He's saying
I didn't know
really
that.
Messing
mean
with
stuff.
us. All this time, I thought everyone could hear. I'm answering you back.
I
and
was
people
gonna
are like,
say something because when I
so
watched
dumb.
the show, I've never heard his voice before.
Oh.
So I'm like, is this a new thing we're
He's
doing? Because I'm
freaking
totally okay with this.
Snuffleupagus. He's not real. Only I can hear him.
I can see him. I will confirm that he is real.
We have
He's
interviewed.
right
We did we
there.
interview, but I don't think we ever actually did it for the podcast, right? Never will. No,
Let's
he
talk
doesn't
to
want to be.
you.
He wants. Yeah, right. That's true. All right. Well, we only have 15 minutes to do our midtro and outro if we want to stay on schedule, which we never do. So
Wait. Dare to dream.
that was a really good lore segment. I feel like I know a lot more about hell. Mostly
Yeah.
not from that segment though, from being in this room.
From talking about The Bachelor.
You've been talking about The Bachelor. Exactly. That is our own personal
Yeah.
hells.
Yeah, whatever.
All 9 of them, because there's only been 9 seasons, right?
Have you ever done a lore? Right.
like
a year.
I was shaking my head
Nor-
for that one.
Lore you should know about owl bears.
I don't think we have
A
done.
question came up today
Yeah.
in which somebody asked, do owl bears lay eggs?
Yes.
I was going to
Do
say
they?
the answer to
I
that
think
is
so.
yes.
I don't know.
I believe it's yes.
Yeah, I think it is, but
Do they
that's
hoot
why we
or
need to have them
growl?
on. You're right. Let's do it. I'm adding it to the list.
Lore
Okay.
you should know about Imascari, Gloamings I want more on. I just read about them recently. Gloamings are like the more badass versions of tieflings. I think they need way more love. They can
Yeah.
actually
Oh.
make their skin glow, which I don't know why anybody
Like
would
a
want that in the
glowworm.
Underdark. Yeah.
That's pretty important.
Lore you should know about Imascari. They're cool. And
Okay.
Gloamings. Put that
All
on.
right.
I'm writing it down.
I'm it is. It is
He'll
known.
listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just get on my notes from that. That's perfect. All right. Well, that's awesome. We should probably get to our interview
Okay.
with Tia.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Fancy meeting you
hang
here.
on. We have to get to the interview.
Oh my God, Foley artist Shelly
Hi.
Mazzanoble.
Oh, hey. Whew. I ran all the way here from the studio. Hey, Tia.
With 2 cups.
And now I'm
cups.
flying.
My cup runneth over.
Hello.
Like an owl bear.
How are you?
Oh,
Here I come.
to drop an egg, maybe. We don't know. I don't know.
Or a deuce. Doesn't matter. One of the, one of the
Well,
above.
we could make Dragon Talk a drinking game. Every time there's a
Oh, absolutely not. Do you
poop
want people to live?
like drink something
Anytime
healthy. Drink
Shelley
like a healthy
mentions
beverage.
The Bachelor, drink.
Yes.
Bachelor.
Dang it. My carrot juice runneth over.
I gotta make another smoothie.
I thought that was like a Cary Grant kind of, gotta make
No.
another smoothie.
I am full of good voices.
Awesome. Well,
Okay.
this is the transition
Wait,
point.
are we?
Let's make it transition.
It's early.
I know, but we got to do our outro because you and I won't have time to do the outro. Anyway, so let's move to that, right?
Okay.
I'll
Good
just
luck,
say
have
there was a transition point in there somewhere.
Oh, Ryan.
Bumper.
We've disappointed
Yeah.
you again.
You want me to stop? I'll stop.
Well, because we got to record the outro, right? And you usually do that on a different file.
Do you want to do the interview right now?
Nobody can hear him.
Let's do the outro
I
right
never
now.
knew. I never
Yeah.
knew.
Oh, really? You never
didn't-
watch your own show? Actually, I never watch mine either, so what am I saying?
I don't listen. I don't watch. I don't even know what's happening.
You're like, I was there. Why would I need to watch it again?
Yeah, I don't like listening to my voice.
It's taken me a long time to get over that, and it's still hard.
I don't like it. Don't like it.
I think a lot of people are saying it's already a drinking game. So
Really?
it's already been happening for
Huh.
at least
I'm gonna need to know.
Dilligan Gaffern.
The rules.
Yes,
Yeah, I want to know the rules too.
it's happening. Only drink when we act like professionals. That's what Pelham just said.
That's
Smart.
Yeah, no, that's never gonna happen.
Pelham also earlier said that your name now is spelled with a
The
dollar sign.
Am I a dollar signed up?
Oh,
Kesha's mom? Yes! Are you kidding me?
That should
I
be-
am going to watch
That
this
should be
show
your
now.
emote.
I am gonna watch his show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great
I
idea.
need an emote.
Actually,
I need
And you're
emote.
like blinged out and you're like, what's up?
Yeah.
Chalet.
Yeah. I love it.
All right. I like it. We're going to make it happen. All right. Let's do our outro. You ready? Are we recording that? Still recording. All right, good.
I didn't hear anything.
Now I have to
Did
repeat
you?
everything Ryan says because I didn't realize no one could hear what
I
he
never
said
knew.
before.
Wait, 4 years now?
You know, that was an okay interview.
She's average.
I hate you all so much.
Oh, it was wonderful being able to talk with Tia. It was really good stuff.
Yes, she's Delightful.
Delightful all
Wonderful.
around.
No, all lies. It's
I
fine.
love-
You've lost me.
No.
No high fives ever again.
We love
Cut
you.
off.
Cut off from all 8 of the high fives. But yeah, well, we're gonna close this out. Do we have any like final announcements to get through, or should we just get people to follow Dungeons and Dragons on all the things?
Let's do that.
All right.
And then all the announcements.
I like that you looked around behind you as if there might be something to announce
Like a
behind you.
whiteboard or something.
There's some electrical tape
Announcing D&D electrical tape.
branded with ampersand.
I know. Now we have to come up with like a funny name, like Noel Zor's Electricals Insulation.
Yeah.
There we go. We're gonna do it. So Dungeons and Dragons is a game that you can play with your friends everywhere. Find out about it at dungeonsanddragons.com.
Yes.
You can follow us at wizards_DND on the Twitter.
Yes.
We're on the Facebook as well, and
The Instagram?
a little bit on the Instagram.
Okay.
Work-
Instagram?
Working on it.
Oh.
Okay.
Making more stuff. Because there's always lots of great pictures and things to happen on there for sure.
Yep.
Especially as we get into some fun stuff that we're planning down the road soonish.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that could be.
I'm hinting strongly. You
Hmm.
roll an insight check. Oh,
That's a 5?
That's a 5. But Shelly's got a really high modifier. I would say like
My modifier is 16.
Wait, I get to roll for her? That's kind of godly.
oh, well, you were within arm's reach for sure. Well, you are Lolth, so that makes perfect
There's
sense.
many
I mean,
arms.
roll.
Greg Tito just said, I am Lolth. That's it.
It's canon.
Yep.
It is canon.
It is canon.
So yeah, that's where you can follow all of the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. Of course, download Dragon Plus if
Yes.
you can onto your phones, Android or iOS. You'll get all the updates every 2 months with new content, including interviews about Ghosts of Saltmarsh is in the latest issue, and all the previews reaching out for that, as well as information about Neverwinter, which we talked a lot about, and all the fun stuff that they've got going on at in Perfect World Land.
Yeah.
Dragon Plus with like a plus sign, or is it like?
Yeah, with a plus sign.
Okay, I
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
spelled plus, and that didn't do anything for me.
Oh.
There we go. Yeah.
Where can people follow stuff for Avalon Hill?
You can go to Avalon Hill 2 on Twitter or Avalon Hill Games on Facebook.
Excellent.
And you can follow me at Shelly Moo because I talk about it too sometimes.
You talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got lots of things to talk about, other
Yeah.
than the things that you can't talk about, which I'm really excited about, and I'm playing all the time in my spare time. I'm play testing it all. Dang it! I mean,
Now people
Is
are
that the
going to
wind?
think it's a game
it's not a game.
because you
It's
said play test.
it's a mug
It's a.
full of
It is. It's a beverage.
Avalon Hill, the beverage. You heard it
What
here
would an
first.
Avalon Hill beverage.
We are spoiling more than spoilers and swag on
You
this
know what?
podcast.
Keep going.
Let's spoil
this is
spoilers
great.
and swag.
Just
We
take
spoiled
notes.
spoilers and swag, yeah. So watch that April 5th.
Okay.
Yeah, you might find out about all of the things that Shelly's not telling you about, including.
You will not.
H-
You know what? I'm like so nervous right now. Feel like I have to go talk to Nathan and just be like, you can't, right? Like,
And I'm going to be like, after
For
that meeting, I'm going to be
reasons.
like, you should.
No.
Right?
no.
This is the Demon Queen's influence that's changing all this, I think. But you know what also is strange? We've been in this cave for a long time,
Yeah.
and there's a rock over there.
It looks perfectly stable. We don't poke at it.
Tia, what do you think? Should we poke at that rock? And
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
No.
All right.
Yes.
I don't think. I mean, I think we should not touch it at all.
Wait. Oh, yeah! The rocks fall, and we're all dead. And there are 14 million dice on my face.
Or 4.
So dramatic.
At least 12.
Sorry for blowing up your microphone there, Ryan.
He didn't say
Doesn't
anything. He was gonna
Say it or don't say it. Nobody can hear you anyway. I hear you never.
That was like a low, your opinion doesn't matter, kind of like sewn into that mean.
That's so not cool. See, we're also
Nobody
chaos
can hear him.
stricken for this interview section here.
I'm not being myself.
I think that was the first time we did an outro with the person actually here. Is that
I
true?
don't know.
I feel like we may have done that with
Might have.
Wolfgang or something like that in the past.
Oh, I feel like we
D&D
talk about
stats.
him all the time.
Yeah. So we had to make sure we were saying very nice things
Yeah,
about
like I didn't matter at all. Worst interview ever.
That means we're comfortable with you.
Oh no! I mean, that's
And
what
we're
you
really
do with
good
your
at-
friends is you make fun of them. If you're around people that don't occasionally make fun of you, I mean, not all the
Yeah.
time, obviously, but don't occasionally make fun of you, then
Yeah,
you're
right.
still like
That means they don't
acquaintances,
really
right?
like you.
That's how you feel like
We're
you know
also
you got a
really
real
good.
relationship.
We can anticipate how good an interview is going to be, like in the first
Oh,
5
so it's
minutes of
gonna
meeting
be
someone.
crap.
So
Pretty true.
yeah,
That's
we were like, "Ooh."
All right. Well, this interview is gonna be the best damn interview now.
we're building it up for sure. But you know that is the fun of being able to show this to the Twitch audience is that you see kind of how the pieces get recorded and put together.
I hope no one's disappointed.
No, because they get to see how
But when
the
they're
magic
like,
is
"Oh
made.
my god, they just did an outro and they haven't even talked to the person yet."
It's kind of like going backstage at like Disney World or something like that. You're like,
You know what it's really like?
what?
House hunters.
Oh my
I
gosh!
thought you were going to say The Bachelor, and I got so mad.
I know you were already. You were like already like.
pre-med.
What's it like?
It's
Just say it, I dare you.
This is nothing like it.
House hunters.
House hunters.
You know those. You know you've already bought a house
Mm.
before you go on house hunters.
I don't
So
have
one of
any
those 3
experience with buying
houses
houses.
is already yours, and you're just faking the other 2.
Mm.
And the third, whatever house you've already bought, you have to act like I've never seen this wallpaper. Oh, so nice." I know because I applied to be on House Hunters and almost got
Oh,
on House
really?
Hunters.
Really?
I've
When you were house hunting?
Mm-hmm.
If you were ever on reality TV, I will be there, just like popcorn in hand,
Really?
turning the volume. Oh, I will be cheering you
It was
on.
so disappointing. They
Yeah.
dumped us like at the last second.
What?
She was like, I don't know. The network said no to us. And then she didn't give us, she was like, they didn't give me a reason. I really don't know. I'm like, but you have literally strung us on for 3 months. Like, we didn't move into our house
Because of this. Wow, that's heckin' rude.
because we thought, because we can't move in until, because we have to like pretend we never saw this house.
I can't believe I never knew this about you.
You didn't?
No,
Oh, it was, oh,
that's the worst.
I know. I remember exactly where I was when I got the call from Donna, the
Oh.
producer.
This is like the most
Donna!
heartbreaking story ever.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I knew people who like got into the pool for Jeopardy to be a Jeopardy contestant.
really?
Oh, that's cool.
Right, and then she was super excited. She told me the story after the fact, but it was the year that Ken Jennings did his like amazing run.
Oh, yeah.
So like there was the pool was there, but they didn't go as deep into the pool because they basically had,
they had no time.
a champion that was there the whole time. So she never got picked, and she was still kind of disappointed by that.
But she never, like, she
Yeah,
just.
disappointed
it,
about
like,
not winning a lot of money. I can
By not winning a lot of
understand,
money,
the
or even just
time
being
just
on the show ever.
expires? Like, you just have to get out of the
I
pool at
I
some
think
point?
they do it every year, but it's like a really arduous
Oh.
experience.
That's
right?
why I feel like they would keep those. I guess not, because there's always more people who want to get in the pool.
Right. You know, it's kind of like So You Think You Can Dance, which is really the only reality show that I watch.
You watch.
Well, there it is. We got him. There had to be one.
That is the one, but that's much more about performance. I just like watching the
I like
performance. I don't care
Survivor
about
back
the
in the
reality
day.
part of
You
it
don't
and the relationships
Project
part of it.
Runway. I mean, like that's like a good competition. Like
that
with
is one that
talented people.
I have watched and I do enjoy. Yes.
You could be in our pool. Just started.
I know, right?
Wait, you do like
department pool.
fantasy draft for reality
Kinda.
shows?
Just started
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. There's that.
that's
There's
impressive.
the thing up in the office that has all of them.
Yep.
But I know I've overheard all the conversations being like, "Oh, this is my dark horse, and this is my person who's
I
going to
A
win
swear
it
lot
all."
of us.
There's D&D
picked-
somewhere in this office, somewhere in this building, but everywhere else is just reality TV fantasy drafts. It's like one corner
Now you
for
know.
D&D.
Now you know.
No, now
You
I know.
think your reach goes far?
Yeah, no. That was the most demonic.
You're channeling Lolth right now. You did say that you really enjoyed that artwork,
Early loft.
early Lolth
Early loft.
artwork.
Are we gonna? Are we going into the? Is this the interview?
This is not the interview. Let's do a break. We'll do a quick break. Refresh any drinks that you
I'm
might
so
have.
hungry.
We'll get you that martini, and
And
then
by hungry, I mean
Where's the bar?
there is none. There's only coffee, sadly, which is good enough for me.
He's totally lying.
It's really strong coffee. So we're gonna take a short break and get back with the real interview, which was just like the lead up to it, like it was the practice.
build up.
I feel like I have like 90 questions I need to ask, but Shelly's got more, so we'll throw it to her
You
first.
got 99 problems.
Ready for the lamest
questions.
interview ever right after this.
So stay tuned.
That's how the streamers hype it up. Get ready for the worst stream ever, the second best mom in the world.
No, first
right.
last.
We'll take a big break. We're a short break. We'll be back in a couple minutes.